Hi there, students. Okay, this is another of these videos in the series about strange synonyms. Synonyms for the word strange. The first word I'm going to look at is abnormal. Okay, if something is abnormal, it's deviating from, it's different from what is typical or usual. And normally it has an undercurrent, an undertone, or an idea of something that is different from the typical, and it's undesirable or worrying. Yeah, so abnormal growth, and the doctor is worried. Yeah, this guy is a bit abnormal. It's suggesting he's a bit mad. It's a bit worrying. Yeah, okay. If something is abnormal, it's a negative phrase. Yeah, okay. Abnormalities. So it was an abnormal winter. It was extremely warm. It implies I'm slightly worried, maybe about global warming. Okay, the next two I'm going to look at, well, the next one I'm going to actually use two, or even three. Atypical, untypical, or non-typical. Let's see, something that is atypical, it is not representative of a type of thing. It's not representative of a group of things or a class of things. So if it's atypical, it's a member of the group, but it's not a representative member. It's not the typical one, the one that you always see. So atypical. It's not positive, it's not negative, it's just neutral. Okay, untypical and non-typical, they have the same meaning, but they're ever so slightly different. They're saying that it doesn't have the distinctive characteristics of a group. Yeah, atypical is not representative, but untypical, it doesn't have the specific characteristics, the distinctive features or type of a group of things or a person. Yeah, okay, so there's a slight there, it doesn't have the normal characteristics of a group. So he is very untypical for a Briton because he's an Englishman. He's very emotional and, okay, so not obeying the stereotype. Whereas atypical is just saying he's not representative of British people. Okay, the next word, anomalous, an anomaly. Okay, so something that is anomalous, it deviates from, it is different to what is standard or normal or expected. Okay, so if something is anomalous, it's not what you would expect. It's different from it. I always think about anomalous readings or in a scientific experiment. I think an anomalous reading, it almost implies that the measurement has been done wrong and it's been badly measured. An anomaly is the noun. Okay, so something that is anomalous, it's different from what's expected. Yeah, it deviates. It doesn't follow the pattern. Okay, anomalous. Anomalous implies unusual. That's anomalous. It doesn't say it's good, it doesn't say it's bad. Okay, the next one is a word that you all know. Extraordinary. Look at it. Extraordinary. Out of the ordinary. Something that is extraordinary is remarkable, exceptional, very unusual. Notice, if I say something is extraordinary, I'm saying it's very, very good. Okay, so on its own, it is extraordinary. It means it's very good. But his work was extraordinarily bad. So you can use it with negative adjectives. Well, you can use the adverb with negative adjectives. Yeah, but on its own, it's a positive word. So this guy is really extraordinary. Yeah, he's not an ordinary bloke. He's very special. Okay, next word is freakish. Okay, freakish is very like abnormal. Okay, it's something that is odd. If something has a freakish appearance, it might be grotesque or strange. Notice freakish is negative. We had freakish weather. Here it means changeable or unpredictable. This guy is freakish. It's a freakish idea. Okay, it's unusual. It's abnormal. Yeah, it is a freak. It's not one or something that normally happens. It's a long way from the norm. It's freakish. Freakish weather. 0 degrees centigrade in August. Well, it depends where you are, but around here that would be freakish. A freakish person, this is very negative. He's very strange. He has freakish ideas. Yeah, he's a freak. Okay, so it's has a negative idea. Okay, and the last word is eccentric. Okay, if you call a person an eccentric, this means they are unconventional. Yeah, they don't do things the way people normally do them. Yeah, eccentric for a person is mildly negative. It means he has quirky ways of doing things, quirky ways of behaving. He has strange views or strange behaviour. Yeah, okay, eccentric, the other meaning, or the scientific meaning, is something that is not at the centre, particularly of a disc or a wheel. So, for example, the orbit of the Earth round the Sun is eccentric. The Sun is not the centre of the Earth's orbit, it's slightly displaced. If you know anything about engines, you have a cam, and a cam is like a disc with the rod that goes on one side. It doesn't go in the centre, and it's a way to change vertical round and round motion for up and down motion. Okay, so something that's eccentric is not at the centre, not at the centre of the circle, not at the centre of the axis. But this is very often used to describe people. Very strange people are described as eccentrics. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit negative, but it's not very negative. I think probably I'm an eccentric. I have slightly strange ideas and slightly strange ways of producing videos and teaching English. Okay, so abnormal, deviating from what is usual, normal, typical, but it also implies undesirable, a little bit worrying. Atypical, not representative of a group. Untypical, non-typical, not having the distinctive characteristics of a group or a set of things. Anomalous, it doesn't follow the line. It deviates from the standard. It deviates from what's expected. Extraordinary, out of the ordinary. Remarkable, exceptional. On its own, extremely good. Yeah, but extraordinarily bad. Okay, freakish. A long way from what is normal, from what is usual and expected. Freakish, extremely anomalous. Yeah, a freakish event. Okay, if somebody is freakish, this is negative. You're criticising them. They do very strange things. And then eccentric, okay, a twisting rod or something that's not at the centre of the axis of a disc, or quirky, strange behaviour, slightly odd, yeah, with strange ways of doing things. So an eccentric person, yeah, okay, slightly quirky mentally. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Abnormal, atypical, untypical, non-typical, anomalous, extraordinary, freakish, and eccentric. Bye for now.